To fully understand American history, we need to understand how women have been excluded from the past, as well as how their presence has shaped it. I'm Alice Kessler-Harris, R. Gordon Hoxie Professor of History at Columbia University, where I teach women's history. Without women's history, we have only a partial and incomplete knowledge of our past. We need to explore women's participation in the economy, politics, and social life of the nation. Women's history is a relatively new field, but one that has influenced how historians think about the past by introducing new questions, new evidence, and new perspectives into the historical canon. Our new knowledge challenges old truisms about the past and makes American history a far richer and more complete experience than it could be without women. These two Women Have Always Worked MOOCs investigate the practice of women's history. They explore how and why we write women's history and why it is important that we do so. The first course traces an arc from the Colonial Period through the Industrial Revolution to the passage of the 19th Amendment to the Constitution. It pays attention to enslaved women, agricultural workers, early factory workers, and domestic labor. The second course focuses on women's work in the 20th century as homemakers, breadwinners, activists, and citizens. Over the course of these two MOOCs, we're going to ask questions about the meaning of work in the lives of women and men, what kinds of work they've done, and why their different places in the labor force matter. Throughout, we will consider the implications of race, gender, and class for American economic, political, and social life. Each course will feature brief lectures, discussions with teaching assistants, and conversations with leading historians of women and gender. We will visit museums around New York City whose collections bring to life the experiences of women in the United States. We'll examine objects and documents in the extensive collection of the New York Historical Society to understand how historians of women and gender study America's past. I was inspired to study women's history by the women's movement of the 1960s and 70s. Together with a small group of colleagues, we challenged historians to be more inclusive and change the way all of us understand the past. Women's history continues to generate exciting new insights. Join us as we explore the story of women in the United States and how their work has shaped the home, the workplace, and the nation.